And for more on that, I do want to bring in our next guest, Allison. He's a co-founder and CEO of Pacaso. Austin, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you in studio here at the New York Stock Exchange.
Great to be here.
Anyone who is dreaming about that second home or literally ready to take an action for a vacation spot, how does your company come in? What services do you offer?
Well, at a very high level, I think about Pacaso as the easy button for luxury vacation home ownership. We enable people to buy as little as 1/8 of the home or as much as 1/2, depending on how often you want to use it. And we manage every detail associated with the ownership process, from designing the home to furnishing the home to paying the bills, all the way through to the resale process if you decide you want to sell at a future date.
Interesting. And what is the demand that you've seen for this?
It's been incredible. I mean, we've been at it for about 4.5 years. We launched in October of 2020. We've sold well over $1 billion in total value of these Pacaso units, generated $125 million in adjusted gross profit. We operate in about 40 cities across 4 countries. Most of our markets are here in the US, but we also operate in Paris, London, and Cabo. So demand has been tremendous, but we think we're just getting started.
How does the mortgage rate market impact your business?
Well, it impacts us in the sense that the tide rises or lowers all boats, meaning when mortgage rates are high and transaction volume is down for the real estate industry at large, we certainly feel that a little bit. But interestingly, high mortgage rates over the long term should actually benefit Pacaso and benefit the co-ownership category, because the alternative to what we do is buying a whole home. And when mortgage rates go from the 3% levels that we remember from a couple years ago to high 6s today, it impacts a whole home purchase a lot more than it impacts purchasing 1/8 or 1/4 of a home, because this is the lower cost alternative.
Interesting. And how is your company showing this success, and where do you want to take it from here?
Yeah, well, long term, we think there's an opportunity here to build a global category that enriches the lives of hopefully millions of people someday around the world. But as I mentioned, we're just getting started. I mean, we've been at it about 4.5 years, and our plan is to continue expanding into more markets with a lot of emphasis on international expansion in 2025 and beyond. And long term, we just hope to help a lot of people live better lives by having a happy place.
And if someone wants to invest in this company, how do they go about that?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you asked. So we have raised 3 rounds of capital to the tune of more than $200 million of equity from leading investors like SoftBank or Fifth Wall or individuals like Howard Schultz. But for our 4th round, which is our Series D, we decided to make it available to the public. So any retail investor can now invest in Pacaso from our website, pacaso.com/invest. And you can invest as little as $1,000 to be part of this really exciting journey.
I also see here, and I want your take on this, the Bay Area Council Economic Institute recently released a report talking about the impact of your firm. What did those findings show?
Yeah, well, the findings show that co-ownership is part of the housing solution, not part of the housing problem. The problem we have in housing, and you alluded to this in your opening remarks, is affordability. It has gotten to a point, and it will continue to get worse, where people can't afford to buy homes anymore. And when we can better utilize the supply that we have by consolidating demand and freeing up inventory for the local workforce, it creates more opportunity and makes it more accessible for people to buy homes. So we were really excited about the findings in that report and are really proud to be part of the housing solution.
Allison joining me in studio here. He's the co-founder and CEO of Pacaso. Austin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.